Alright, peeps. Yo, how's everybody going? Oops, I got to pull that off. It's the first time streaming in my new glasses, so I apologize for the weird. Wow, that's really blue. Brand new glasses, so I've got a little bit of a new filter on these. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. And damn, YouTube's hopping today. How you guys doing, everybody? Thanks for the thanks for dropping the subscription there. Was it JD Cook? Appreciate y'all. Welcome on in. My tracker is broken again. Scuffed. We love it when we're scuffed. Yeah, I just got these ones. These are like different type of lens. And yeah, they got a new type of blue light filter on them to help me look at my screen longer. Unfortunately, yeah, I didn't realize how much of a glare they put off. So, yo, Reddit, thanks for dropping the sub. And welcome on in, Indonesia. Yeah, if you guys can type in English, because unfortunately I don't understand. Don't understand Indonesian very well, so. And just got to adjust my microphone here so it's actually pointing at my face instead of at the ceiling. And of course, everybody on Twitch too. Hi, how you doing? All right, so what am I doing today? Well, I'm going to be hopping and popping. We're going to be doing a few things. I'm going to work on some of the mods that I made for Alpha 21 for 7 Days to Die. Speaking of which, why didn't 7 Days ever... My 7 Days to Die for some reason did not open up. Okay. Bork. Bork, bork. Yeah, unfortunately for me, I only know like fragments of languages because of a job I used to have where I had to deal with the military. I deal with a lot of international stuff. So I know like fragments of like 37 different languages, but it's just basically like like literally like 3 words of each one, just enough to like say like yes, no, and go away, pretty much. In some of them, but I don't speak any of them anymore. Like I can like type them into a computer for people. Okay, my sound is weird. I swear, every time they do an update with either NVIDIA, Windows, or OBS, something changes. And I can't hear a damn thing. Or I can't see a damn thing, or whatever. Yeah, once again, everybody on YouTube especially, thank you all for popping in there and dropping all the stuff. And to the user for United States of America, yeah, eventually I'm going to have mod applications for YouTube. Right now, I really don't need them because usually YouTube's not too active, so. I haven't had this many people in at the start of the stream in a while, so I appreciate that. I'm just opening up my 7 days a day. I got to get my test rolled up. Boogity, 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 boogity. Come on. There we go. Oof, it's being slow today. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. We'll be doing this for a little while. Oh, look, I finally caught up. I swear, YouTube has got the worst interface for bots to like track stuff with. Like, people hit subscribe, and sometimes it doesn't show up for like 2 hours. I swear, I don't know what it is about YouTube and that they have like the worst interface for live streaming. Sometimes. So anyway, yeah, for everybody who is on YouTube, I want to apologize in advance. It looks a little weird when I stream on YouTube because I use the vertical stream, which they told live streamers that we should be using it. So everything's going to look a little bit different. It's going to look kind of squishy, as you can see down there. And plus, when I pull up my, do I have my thing for Notepad turned on? Yeah. And when I pull up Notepad, it's going to do this. But yeah, you're gonna get like blasted in the face with this giant white box while I'm doing the coding work, and then when I'm done with it, bring it back down, then it'll be back on the game screen. So I apologize about that. Unfortunately, Notepad++ I don't think has. Whoa, what the hell happened there? Okay. I don't think Notepad++ has a way for me to like use a black background. If it does, I have never found it. So I apologize. Like I said, I know it's like especially when you're on your phone, it's like, why is this guy got this giant white box in my face? But unfortunately, that's just the way the program works. All right, let me turn off all the other stuff here, get everything ready to go. So yeah, today what I'm going to do is I've written modlets in the past specifically to work with Twitch integration. And I am slowly learning how to make the mods like fully integrated into the game, so I can like run my own custom map with all my stuff that will show up as like world spawns. I'm not there. It's going to be a while. I haven't done a lot of coding in a long time, so like having to teach myself how to redo some of the code in the game has been a little fun. Anyway, so yeah, today what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of modlets that well, not a couple. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 12 of them I've written for this game, and what I'm doing is one by one I'm recoding them for the version 1.0, 1.1 release. Ever since they made the live version for 7 days, it broke every single modlet that I wrote because they changed the background code. So a lot of the overhaul mods have been severely affected by, like, some of them haven't even been updated properly yet. And a couple of people who wrote like POIs and like compo packs and stuff, they've just given up and said they're not doing it anymore. So it's like going to be like POI packs, compo packs, weapon packs and stuff that aren't going to be available anymore because people just aren't going to do them again. Which is unfortunate, but I understand because you know, you put that much work into something, and then, you know, an update like this just like everything. Thankfully, my stuff's not too bad. So let's see. So I redid one of my other mods. I had this mod for flying chickens. I had to rename it because somebody who works in the copyright and safety stuff, like a friend of mine, they were like, yeah, you probably don't want to use the references that you have in there just in case, because if there's ever a fallout or a disagreement or something, they can say that you're, you know, attacking them and stuff. So I had to change the name from the name that was originally given, and change some of the code backgrounds and other things, that way when somebody opens up the code, there's no references to the situation that I originally wrote it for, even though it was kind of fun. It's still the same thing. It's just like I changed the name. It used to be called Mother Cluckers. I had to change it to Sanders and take out all the references because of that. And plus, I think Mother Cluckers was kind of like borderline edgy for people. And plus, I'm trying to make these so they're easier to type and easier for people on mobile to be able to just like click on it. So like a long name sometimes is kind of annoying. So I'm trying to limit the names as much as possible. All right, so let's see here. I think today I'm going to work on the one that I call Zap Bear. And what Zap Bear is basically baby bears that have a shock aura to them. Zap Bear was originally was one of my more favorite ones. This one I actually like. I got to change all the naming conventions and everything again too. So we got to change it to R-Star Zap Bear. It used to be called something else, but I got to change it to that. Like some of the stuff I'm going to be doing, you're not going to be able to see. You're just going to be staring at the game screen until I can load it. And then we'll do it afterwards. But any editing I do like this, you'll see this particular screen show up. And like I said, it'll be me coding. I wanted to try to make sure you guys could see the code even on YouTube, even though I'm on vertical. So I show up in the shorts feed. So hopefully you guys can see that. I tried it on my own phone. I went back and looked at my own VOD afterwards, and I was able to read it, but my phone screen is also kind of big. And oh, what the hell? I'm getting a frame drop? Yo, stop dropping frames. Stupid. My internet's acting stupid again. Sorry if there's some stutters and things, I apologize. Apparently my internet's on the well. Okay, my internet's being stupid. Big time. My internet's being very, very stupid here. What the hell? Yo? What the hell? Is that happening from Twitch's side, or is that happening from YouTube's side? It's YouTube again. Of course. YouTube always gives me such a headache. Okay. Now let's get rid of that. As for YouTube gives me such a headache live streaming lately. I don't know why. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I apologize if you guys get some frame drops. I don't know what's going on. I keep redlining, which shouldn't be because I'm like not streaming. Like I've got more than enough upload speed for this. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna. So yeah, the like I said, with the way these modlets were changed over, like there's a lot of. That's the wrong window. There's a lot of things you have to go back and redo. And one of them is this thing here. I've got to change this thing every single time I do this. So, most annoying thing about this is just having to constantly go back through the code and try to get the conventions all right. And yeah, so if you ever want to do this stuff, you have to like understand what it is you've got to do here, and everything has to be in the place. Like it used to be, you could just kind of put the code wherever you wanted it, but I found out that if you don't do it in a specific order, it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, I gotta figure out a good way to do this where it's gonna fit. There we go. I have to make sure it fits correctly. This is so annoying. The only thing about the modlet writing I don't like doing anymore is like having to go back and do all this stuff. Yeah. And bloop. Okay, there we go. And now the version number, what is this one? It's going to be, this is going to be 1.0. 1.0.1, and then 0.09, 0.4. Yeah, basically the way the version value is working here is that I'm putting in like the date that I did it, so that way they're like, I remember when the last time I updated it. Version value, really, you don't need to go that much in depth, but it does help. Like if somebody looks at it, they know like the various like versioning things, they'll know that, okay, yeah, this was the first minor edit and dude did this on such and such date. My bot even working right? My bot looks like it's working right. Okay, it is working right. Good Lord. I love too how YouTube breaks your lines because you can only put so much wording in a sentence and it breaks it to the next line automatically. I kind of wish Twitch did that. Twitch would just cut it. There's one thing about YouTube I like is that it'll break it up automatically. All right, so now that we got this one done, my next one is I got to open up the config part. Yo, Smitty. Hey. Hope you're having a good day, brother. All right, so let's see. The first thing I got to do is fix the entity classes file. Then I got to do the game event file, and then I'll do the Twitch file last. Thankfully, I didn't do anything special with any of the entity stuff other than I had to just change the way the bear worked. Of course, now there's a new bear in the game. So I don't know if I have to go back and check the animal class on here, which I'm going to go check it right now, just to make sure. I need the actual entity class. This is the main one here, so let's go hunt for bear. Let's go hunting bear. What the hell? Is Zombie Cop? No. Where's the actual bear at? Hostile animal physics body. Okay, that's not the one I want. There it is. Okay, so it's still animal bear. That's good. So I don't have to change that. I'm curious, is the mini bear in here? Little bear. Huh. It has an actual little bear separate code, but I've already got my bear set up the way it is, so I'm not going to change it. But yeah, it's nice to know they have a little bear. A separate code for it, so I can go back and add it later. You know what? I totally screwed up. I screwed up one thing. Fork. Sleeper. You sleeping today, Smitty? uh, all right. I'm gonna open up my gotta open up my bunny because and see, like little things like that, like they added the S in the config, so it has to say configs now. And if that you don't do that, then it completely blows the code apart, which is annoying as hell. But that's why I have to open up like the old code whenever I do this, or open up another version of something I've done before, so that I can make sure it's right. Okay, my bear is a little bit bigger than their mini bears that they made, so. Now I've had to go back and make adjustments to all my spawns because they were too strong for most people. The people who wanted to use them, which I do keep a copy of all these in my personal Discord, like my community Discord. It's kind of the same thing. Blech. But anyway, yeah, people can download these from my Discord and use them if they want. Like I said, they're Twitch integration ones, so they're not like freestanding ones yet. But yeah, the people that were using them said they were a little bit too strong because I made them on my skill level, and not realizing that people aren't as demented as me when they play. I'm pretty demented when I play. So having to go back and kind of weaken them a little bit so they're not quite so devastating, either making the game stage a little bit higher or just lowering the stats on them. Yeah. Been having to do a lot of that stuff. Like here, my bears are like 3,000 HP each, but they're a little too strong. So I'm gonna back them down to like 2,000. 2,000 still might be too strong, but they don't have any armor. Like I usually put like some type of like armor on mine, so these are just basic bears in that regard. Okay, Thunder Bunny, I don't think I need your file anymore, so we can close you. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. A lot of this is usually pretty straightforward because all I have to do is just like change 1 or 2 bits of code and everything's fine. But I just usually have to double check them. All right, so this is the one that I have to double check here. So let's see, we've got, yeah, see, this says spawn count 2 because I started off with 2 on this one. So I'm gonna have to back this down to 1 because these are friggin' strong. Actually, too, I gotta think. Do I have to change the name? No, I don't think so. Okay, so this is gonna be 1-1. I'm gonna leave the last spawn for it too, so there'll still be 4 of them there. But because the game stage on these is pretty high anyways. It's just the way I did it. But and still, I have to make sure, like I said, I don't completely dismantle people with it yet. I will make some more brutal ones. Like I still have my like Hellhound that I have to redo, which that one is going to be brutal because the new Direwolf was way too strong. Yeah, I think I had to do that, just like make it say Archstar, right? Yeah, may say Archstar. And I made this so it works on all of them. So if somebody plays casual, they're still going to get these. I made sure you just can't like ignore loading them. If you load them, you got to be ready for it. So other than that, the cooldown, let's see, the cooldown was 900 seconds. I think it was like 15 minutes. Which meant like you could only spawn it 4 times in a game day. But I think I might make it 20. Because they're brutal. I mean, you can adjust this yourself. Like if you know how to like tinker with the code, you can adjust these pretty easily. It's just yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll set it at 1200. That's 20 minutes. Now you might be thinking, well, 20 minutes, that's a long time to be able to spawn these. Like, trust me, they're strong. You got these 3 faster than normal bears that have way more HP than your typical little baby bear, and they can ragdoll you to death. So, yeah. Me going easy on people. Like, I might extend the game stage thing out too, because you can extend the game stage out a little bit more. I might add one more, like at a high level, or I might add a group count to it. I might add a group count to it because I like if you're in a group, you can handle more than one. So let's see here. Game events. I gotta look up the code for it because I can't remember. Yeah, that's right there. The spawn party edition thing there. So I can do party edition. And just add 1 bear per party member. So if you have 3 people, you're going to get 3 bears. Which if you have 3 people, you should be able to handle 3 bears by the time you hit the game stage that these spawn. Oh yeah. Here. Like I said, I'm only making it so it just, oh yeah, you know what? Okay, so let's see here. This is 2 bears. This will make it 4 bears. For 2, I'm thinking like if you got a party of 2 people, that's 2 bears at the first game stage check, 4 at the second game stage check, which is a lot of bears. Plus 2 for the single person. Well, yeah, I might make the single person one 1 then. So we'll do 3. And then, yeah. And then 6 bears at the high game stage level for 2 people, which is probably going to be overwhelming. But if you're at game stage 250, which I think that's what you're 220, if you're at that high enough game stage, I might make the game stage a little bit higher then to compensate for it. Because I got it starting at 110, then this one goes up to 170. So yeah, I might make this one 180 then. And make this one like 250. Not 240. 70, yeah, 250. Yeah. I'll make it 250. So right here, so when you play a group game, you get half of the, you get like, so for instance, like with 2 people, you get whoever's the highest game stage plus half of the next person's game stage. So you can very easily hit 250 very quickly. So, especially if you're in a wasteland, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's see. I've got it set at 500 SP. I'm gonna raise this to 600 because that's a lot of bear. Now we got those all done. Right, so I just had the game up in the background, so if you're on Twitch, you can see the game. I'm gonna be like shutting the game down, opening the game back up a lot. So that's gonna happen a few times because when you make these mods, you have to like you can. Okay, my 7 days to die just decided to act stupid. So let me double check something. I have something not working right in the background here. Hold on. Okay. Like I said, I've blown out my 7 days build a few times. My supermarket had a big discount on these like little baby bottles of like Pepsi, cherry Pepsi. Got a 6-pack for like $1. I looked at the expiration date too, just to make sure they weren't like, like 5 days from their sell-by date or something like that. But I guess they're just trying to get rid of them because they're putting the 20-ounce bottles, 6-packs in place. So they wanted to get rid of the small ones, put the bigger ones, since they could charge people $3 more. All right, so if everything works the way it's supposed to, when I load this, I'm going to do my test. So I'm going to be like in creative mode. I'm going to be in debug mode, so I can like give myself stuff. But the idea is like once I pull it up, the regular spawn should work, and then I'm going to test the event spawn, and then I'm going to do an actual like go into Twitch integration. So I will go into Twitch integration and do it myself, but if there's anybody in Twitch chat that's there, I will give you enough points to do the spawn for me. Oh, I don't have any weapons. Yeah. I forgot I don't have any weapons. So let me, what level am I? Am I like low level? I want to make sure yeah, okay, I'm level 1. So I'm going to give myself, give myself a tier 5 vulture. Let's see, it's what? 3 mod slots, 4 mod slots. Give myself all the mod slots. I realize why I can't hear anything because I've got that giant ass fan out there blowing. And let me grab those out of the way. 2 stacks of bullets. I can have the, I didn't have the sound turned all the way up, right? Yeah, it's just, I like how there's a profanity filter. So if you don't like, Rec calling you a piece of shit, you can turn it off and he won't call you a piece of shit. Let's see, armor. What do I want to use for armor? Now, if you wonder why I don't give myself the top tier stuff, it's just because when I'm testing, I don't want to be like the most powerful version of it. I just want to have enough where I can get around. So like when I take my mods and stuff, like I'll put like mobility mods and stuff so I can move, but I won't necessarily give myself like the best of the best of the best. So these are all 2-slot things, so I mean I will give myself like the armor plates and stuff, but outside of that, Um, see, for the hat, what am I gonna give myself for the hat? Let's see. I'll do those for the arms because I'll give myself a quad pocket mod just for the arms. And for the hat, I was thinking about giving myself one of these, but we'll do the water purifier on that just because I just want to put stuff on there. So yeah, we got level 3 ranger. And I gotta get myself some meds now too, so get myself some first aid kits. Stack of painkillers. Gas, because I mean I'm gonna use the debug mode stuff anyway, but I like to have like a small stack of like all the meds on me. And we got to get the dev one because I want the wrench. Not gonna use the death pistol. What was the other one? There was like one other one that I wanted to use. I can't remember. There's like, hey DQA, how's it going? Welcome on into the YouTube chat. Yeah, I mean, of course you can sub. I have a sub button. I mean, it's just, like a follow, but I'm still a bit away from getting the other stuff. How you doing tonight? Hope everything's doing well for wherever you are in the world. Oh yeah, that's right, the weapon. What's the melee weapon that goes with the ranger stuff? I can never remember. Rifle, revolver. Okay, it's just rifle and revolver. Yeah, I've already said that you can sub. You just have to hit the button. I mean, it's wherever it is on the YouTube screen. I mean, I don't know what else you're referring to. What do I want to give myself for a weapon? I'm over here trying to figure out what I want to do with the weapons. I'll give myself a spear. Give myself an iron spear. I don't want to get like too crazy. Come on, level 5 iron spear, please. Ah, dang it! I just passed right by it. All right, there we go. Like I said, I don't want to be like overpowered here. I just want to have enough to do what I got to do to test out my crazy monsters. Okay, so let's see. We'll do that. Virgo and structural brace. That'll be good enough. Put that there. And oh yeah, Mega Crush. Couple stacks of Mega Crush and a couple stacks of spaghetti. And get rid of this junk. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, I forgot this is so weird with the reticle. Alright. That's the game event. I don't want the game event yet. I just want to get the Okay. Oh, there you are. Yeah, he hits like a truck. 1600. Not bad. Oh, I forgot. I need the knife. I need a knife. Need L knife. Oh, perfect. Hello? Okay. Alright, so that works. Mr. Burr works okay. And because he is game stage 110, though, I'm going to have to level myself up, but I'm not going to give myself any stats. I'll just level up. Alright, now we do the Zap Burr here. Yeah, he's just one because... Oh, there we go. Hey, Mr. Burr. You can see his zappy feet right there. I just want to make sure I don't have my... Okay. I just want to make sure my freaking notepad wasn't up in the background. Yeah, so you can see his zappy feet. And I'm bear in mind I'm at level 1 and doing like next to no damage here. But there's a even though like an unskilled desert vulture just rips. Holy crap. I do have the skill bonus too. I think you get the revolver bonus when you're using this, even though it's not a revolver. So okay. So now what I need to do is give myself some levels. So go back into the dev menu and give myself this gets me up to, so I think I need 2 of these. I'm at level 75. What's my game stage now? 90? Not quite. Hey, maybe I'll just give myself all of it. No, I'll give myself 2 more here. 93. I'm at 111, so one more should do it then. Alright, level 111. Okay, 133 is good enough. Alright, so now that we've got that, I know the 2 of them work. The event thing works fine. The bear spawns on its own. So now what I need to do is open up the Twitch integration, which is going to cause everything to kind of freak out for a second. And then we're going to try to go into Twitch here now and make things all happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Let's see here. Set cooldown 0. Alright. So cooldown's zeroed out. I'm waiting to see if Zatbear shows up in the little menu here. Yep, shows up just fine. So the integration is reading it. Now let's see. I gotta TP myself to see where I'm at. Right. Give myself like a bunch of points here. Now it should just say Zatbear. I'm using the text thing because it's just easier right now. Like normally when I play, I don't use the text menu. I just use the extension because it's more fair for the viewers. So I don't see it coming because I watch chat all the time. Yep. Hello, sir. Man, he's messing me up. Yep, it works. Cool. Unfortunately, when I get myself up another level, I'm not going to be able to, if I make myself other levels, I'm not going to be able to check to see if the rest of this stuff works the way it's supposed to, but... Alright, so I know that works. So, nice little quick change there. I don't try to, like, go too crazy with stuff. Be gone. I don't try to go too crazy with it. Oh, hello. Go away. Okay. Alright, so now for my next one is... I know that works. So then... I'll go on to the next spawn then. So we shall exit out of the map. Disables the integration that way too. Hey, look. What's going on over here? Hello, what's going on? All right, let me close my Discord out because that also causes the problem sometimes where my things go goofy. Okay, so yeah, that means this is fine. Very, very easy. Very easy fix. Didn't have to do too much on this one, thankfully. Just double check to make sure everything's saved. And, yep. Okay, that was good. And we can pack that one. Pack it up. That burr is ready. I can load that to my Discord later. Okay, so now we got that one done. Let's see. So I can delete that zapper. Yeah. Delete that iron vulture because I don't want that one anymore. The deer, okay, so the deer one, like, I like the idea of it, but the problem, it was causing me other problems because I was trying to make a safe spawn. Oh, Bombbird. Oh, yeah, Bombbird. I think I'll work on Bombbird next. Yeah. Bombbird's a fun one. So, what's the thing that people hate the most in this game? Vultures. So what did I do? I made vultures for freaking bombs on their butts. Yeah. It's like, R-star? Why? Oh, that's the wrong thing there. I got a lot of R-star Ys when I did that. So... R-star Bombbird. All right. So the same thing I did before is I'm going to have to open up all of my goodies here. So I oh, that's right too, because I just used the default vulture and just strapped the bombs to their butts. I forgot. I was like, why does this one not have an entity? It's like I forgot. I didn't need to make one for it because I'm just using default vultures. So yeah. Yeah. That's why. Okay. I said some of this stuff is easy to do because I just have to like remove spaces and things, but then I get like, like craziness like this here where I got to go in and like fix everything. Yeah. Spawns of exploding vultures. That one's an easy one. And of course I got to do my website on here again because you got to put your website in here now. Bloop. Alrighty, now let's see. Yeah, now I'm going to just copy the same string of numbers there and put it in there because, yeah, it's being done today. Bloop, there we go. Bloop, there it is. I'm just glad this is like pretty straightforward. Like I said, it's just time consuming. It's straightforward, but time consuming at the same time. Yeah, I think I know, like, sorry, you've already done this 6 times. Why can't you remember it? There's only so many things my brain can hold. And I've got too much other junk in my brain. My brain's hurt. Okay. And then the Twitch file. The Twitches. Like I said, at least this one's a little bit easier because I've only got like 2 files to deal with. 3 instead of like 4 or 5. There's one of them I have 6 files to deal with, and it's a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass, the update. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. Spawns the exploding vultures. All right, so this one's another one I got to kind of figure out what I want to do with. So this one I've got spawning like just a crap ton of them. Why don't I have? I'm not gonna question anything I did here. Except I'm gonna question everything I did here because what was I doing? Do I really need that? Do I really need it? Is the question. It's supposed to be. Yeah, no, I don't. Why do I have it in there then? Why do I have this in there? Okay, you know what? We can get rid of that then. There might have been a reason for it in the old code that I needed to add that extra line in there. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to remove that because I don't think I need it anymore. Because all my other spawns have been working okay. So if it doesn't work, I'll go back and put it back in. Alrighty, now let's see here. So I've got it starting out with 8 of them for one person. Might be a little much. I can't remember what's even the base game stage for this. Yeah, the base game stage is a little up at the 75. Because this one was like not difficult to deal with, but it's just a lot to deal with. But I am going to make it a lot worse. Because I'm that kind of guy. And I like the violence. I like the violence this causes. I don't have game stage adjustments for this. I just have it spawning a crap load of them. Okay, so I've got this spawning 3 different groups of them in 3 different places. Okay. Now I have to restart the game. So I might as well go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me look at the game event, the main game event file. I think there's something I needed to change on this one. This is why I haven't touched this one in a while. Config, game events, primary file. Let me see something. I might have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So usually, yeah, there we go. They usually hide the tags down here, so. Okay. Why don't I have 2 of them set on Wandering Horde, though? I'm going to change this to... I think I know why, because there was too many of them, like, crowded up and they weren't working right. But... Hmm. That's what I was gonna. Okay, I remember now. I wanted to use the is aggressive thing, so I wanted this to constantly like because I know vultures have a habit of always spinning around. So I want to make sure that they don't do that. So that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Is aggressive. Yeah. I put it after the spawn, so when they do spawn, hopefully the way this works is that when they spawn, they won't start circling after like an attack. They'll keep trying to dive bomb you. Because that was the biggest problem I had with it. They weren't dive bombing fast enough, and it was causing like a weird thing where like half of them were just kind of floating up in the air. All right, so oh, what happened? What happened to Twitch over here? Hold on. Sorry, guys. My Twitch chat's got some. Oh. Oh, Lord. It's a new link. Wow. I've never seen a bot link that made it sound like you were linking the chicken nuggets. Yes, come find some Tyson chicken nuggets and we'll give you a fake link to click on where we'll take your Twitch account and we'll shred you and steal all your information. Because that's the way the bots work. Because everybody loves chicken nuggets. It's strange. I like how they keep changing their links. And they try to put in those Zalgo characters to try to like get a not realizing the Zalgo characters get blocked by every bot that's like every like stream bot now. But they try to put in all these fancy characters and try to find ways to hide their link so it doesn't show up as an actual link. but it never works. It never works that way. They always get smooshed. Okay, so let's see here. This one I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to make this one, let's see. I'm going to make this one start out low. The thing is, do I want to add like, do I want to go in and add like a game stage modifier to this? Or do I just want to make this just a giant freaking swarm of angry vultures? I just want to make a giant swarm of angry vultures. So I'm going to make it so. I'm going to make it so if you're by yourself, you're going to get 24 of them. It's a lot of bird. Is 24 going to be too much? 24 might be too much. Let me think. The way this works, it might be too much. Yeah, I'm going to back it off to make it. All right, so let me try this. Let me do 7. This is 14. I'll do 20. I'll do 20 for a single person. Now, 20 of them is a lot, but they're vultures. They're really weak. Although new vultures are a little bit more goofy. And change the spawn type to near position there. I want them at different distances. Like the position near position thing, there is a slight difference to how close they spawn to you. So I'm trying to make them spawn in different places. I wish there was a way I could do a perfect offset, but every time I tried the XY offsets, like it didn't work right. So I wish there was like, I mean, I could make a min distance for each one. So like minimum distance, 5, 10, 20 or something like that or whatever. So I might do that instead. Because you don't need to do a max distance with it, you just need a minimum distance. So it's like as long as it's like within the minimum distance. But I don't want to put too many flags in there either, because I know like sometimes you get all these crazy ass flags and it starts acting funny. All right, so Felicity, for each additional player, I want this to be a mess if you're in a group. It's just going to be a mess. Now, bear in mind, like a lot of times people, when they play groups, are separated, so I don't want it to be too crazy, but if you're in a group together, like I want it to be a pain in the ass. Like I want you to just be freaked out by it. So yeah, so +3 per person there, make it 10 for 2 people. Yeah, it works. And the second group would be 10, the third group would be 8, yeah. So for 2 people, this would jump from 20 to 28. That's a lot of bird. That's a lot of bird, people. That's a lot of bird. Let's see. Like if I do the min distance thing, like I don't know if that's gonna work. I could replace the spawn. Yeah, let me try it this way first before I go too crazy. Everything else looks good. Okay. Everything else looks good. Let's give it a try. Let's give it the go, shall we? Worst thing that happens is I screw up. Nobody ever screws up when they're writing code for anything. We're all amazing at it. Damn, I am dropping frames like a crazy. It's definitely the vertical plugin. There's something wrong with it again. The ADOM vertical plugin is like sometimes it's so weird the way it works. Like I try to like understand what's going on in my system. Like I can pull up my stuff and everything will be fine. And there'll be no explanation for why it's just acting up other than the fact that it's just a vertical plugin. Like I've got it set to only run like, it's literally running at half the bit rate. So like it shouldn't be causing me any problems, but for some reason it is. All right. Okay, Bombbird's not showing up. Why? Why is Bombbird not showing up? Okay. Glitch. Scuff! And maybe too, I might have to go back and do an integrity check too, because you like when you do this, sometimes like the other files get all corrupted. Everything is beautiful. Nothing ever gets scuffed around here. Because the code works like a charm. Never does us any harm. Yada-dee-dee. I assume I'm not too burnt out after I do this. I will be playing the actual game for a little bit, so. Why did Bombard not show up? Okay, Bombard show up here. Bombard no show up. Because I don't have a separate entity that's called Bombard. It's only an event. Never mind. See what I mean about things being scuffed? It's like I forgot I didn't make a separate entity. Okay. Holy crap, six. Yo. That's a lot of vulture. Yeah, these are all just regular vultures, so that's okay. That's fine. There's a lot of vulture, guys. Alright, I do have to do one thing, though. I gotta get myself the dev pistol. And the reason why is do this. Get rid of the, get rid of all the corpses. Okay, that was a lot of burn. But that's the way I want it to work. Yeah. I can hear people like, hey, did you come up with this? Why? Why, sir? Alright. Wrong button. Alright, let's turn on the Twitch integration now. This ought to be fun. This ought to be fun. This is going to be a barrel of birds. Now I just realized I think I might have had everything covered up because my notepad was open. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so Bombird should show up in the menu. At least I always want to double check this. I know if it shows up in the menu here, it shows up in the integration window. Alright, Bombird's there. And then when it rolls again, I should see Zap Bear. Yep. And we're going to rewind the time a little bit because we can. Alright. Hashtag Bombird. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, let's have fun with the spear. I want to make sure that they're still aggro. Yeah, they are. Cool. If you run around, I want them to keep following you. Does all kind of damage to you when you're shooting them and they blow up in your face. Oh, shoot! Okay. Back here. Yeah! That works a lot better than it used to. Alright. That's perfect. They just keep coming now. That's exactly the way I wanted it. Because before, when I ran around in a circle, like, they would just, like, float up there. They would just be floating. It would be... Yeah, that was cool. That was cool, man. No, imagine... You know what I could do? I could double it. I could just outright double this for, like, players. For, like, parties. I mean, there's 64 maximum. Could you imagine that? I might do it. I might do it. I just might say screw it. And just go for it. Alright. We're going to reset cooldowns here. Alright. I'm going to try this again. We're going to try this again, only I'm going to make sure... Oh, that's why... Steroids give you running speed, right? I can't remember if they do or not. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna inject myself with the steroids. I'm gonna eat the Mega Crush. And I accidentally just wiped it because I turned God mode on by accident. Hey, VM. How you doing? Build a border? What do you mean? I gotta test their aggro here. I want to see if they still keep running, if coming after. Okay, yeah. Okay, that one's lagging a little bit. But they are coming. They're not fast, so. Alright. So you can't outrun them if you're juiced up. I might make... Oof. And most people aren't going to be carrying around steroids and Mega Crush to be all juiced up, so... I'm going to God mode them out. Put myself back on normal running speed here. Okay. Okay, that one... Okay, a couple of them are still floating around like they lost me. So it didn't quite fix the whole floaty thing, but... Right, chicken. Okay, so there's still a little bit of an issue with them. If you get too far away, they'll start floating again. I could do one other thing. I could put auto pull on these automatically. It would be freaking mean as hell to do that. But I could put auto pull on them, so that way they'll just keep like teleporting to you. I'd have to raise the cost on it though if I did that. Hang on. That's weird. Wait, what? When do those give claw? I'm not perked. Alright, so yeah, that's the one thing I think I might have to change. I might have to give them some kind of pull mechanics so they'll keep following you. Because I don't want them floating up there like that. Even though it'd be kind of cool though, because somebody would think they got rid of them and they'd walk by and all of a sudden they'd be like splat. So although if I put auto pull on, I would have to make sure it like the auto pull mechanic has a timer on it if I remember right. So I got to make sure if I do put auto pull on this that it goes away. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna jack this up. I'm gonna jack this up because why not? Let's just like completely annoy people. Why not? There you go. Now when people play in a group, they're gonna have just a massive bunch of flying bombs. If I really wanted to, I could add a game stage gate to this and just have like one other massive freaking crazy ass thing of birds just come out of nowhere on the delay timer. That would be actually really sick. It'd be like you'd be fighting it and then on a delay and then another swarm of them just show just one gigantic swarm just show up out of nowhere. Can I do that actually? I think I can. Star's getting too evil, everybody. Pull the plug, pull the plug. I think there is a delay timer I can put on this. I have to find where it is though. But could you imagine that? I can. I can. Be delayed. Oh, that would be toxic. That would be so toxic. Get rid of them, and then another batch of vultures come out of nowhere. I could have so much fun with this. I could change the way this works too. Instead of like, throwing like a bunch of swarms, like one giant swarm at them, I could keep like throwing like every like 15 seconds another batch of them just appear or something like that. That would be so crazy. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. People are gonna hate me so much. They're like, oh, okay. Now the question is, can I put it in the spawn? Can I put it into the spawn entity thing? That's the big question. Okay. I'm getting so evil in my brain right now thinking about this. Hey, so people are gonna hate me. Why? So I would have to put the delay. So I have to put properly delay before the spawn and make it one giant like delay counter. But I think that would be more fun because then I could throw more vultures at once at people. So I could just throw like 30 vultures at once, let them do their thing, and then they have another like 30 of them just come out of nowhere after after some time. Or if you're really fast, you clear it and you think, hey, and then all of a sudden, ah, yes, yes, we do it, we do it, we do it, chat, we do it. Okay. So delay is just its own command. It's just delay. Let me see. How's that going to work? So I got to do property name delay. Is there a command in here that has a delay in it? I got to find one first. I got to make sure that I can see how it works. So let me find the delay command. Okay, yeah. So that's how I have to do it. The time value right there. So I got to copy this whole little chunk right here. Yeah. So what I would do is I would have to make this a separate action block right there. Always make sure your brackets are right. So if I did that, so I could say phase two, say delay time of, let's say 20 seconds. And then this would trigger. Okay, let's try that. I know I can't test the party edition thing, but I'm just going to raise the numbers. I am becoming like super evil here. This is gonna be like super evil. So yeah, we'll do phase 3 then. And this is gonna be phase 4 because it's gotta be on its own separate thing. So yeah, if I do it like that, I'm gonna start off with 15 and see how it feels. I might make it more. Yeah, do that. I do a thought. It's yeah, if that works the way I think it is, that's gonna be so toxic. I'll definitely have to jack the price up on it though, because I'll be able to just keep throwing like, just keep throwing vultures at people. Like you clear them, you think you're done. It's like Code's like, no sir, ma'am. You got more to deal with. You will never be done. You shall never be done. All right. I'm going to hate myself, aren't I? Okay, so yeah, that's a lot of bird. That's a lot of bird. I'm gonna God mode myself. Oh, oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh my god, that's actually terrifying, guys. That is actually terrifying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. That is actually utterly terrifying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to raise the price on this, but we God mode and heal. Yeah, baby. That right there is the stuff of dreams. Where's this other one at? Wow, he's way out there. What the hell? Why did you go all the way out there, sir? Yeah. That right there is the stuff of nightmares. I love it. Okay, so there is a limit to how many of them will show up, though. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna raise the price of that because that's a lot to deal with. Be so worth it though. I'm gonna sit in God mode though, and I'm gonna like look for the other spawns. So, all right, let's do that again. Actually, there's somebody who just used the knife. There's so many birds. There's the other group. Yeah, that's a nightmare right there. Like I said, they're not strong. It's just like there's just so many of them. I think I might have actually made too many of them because I don't want them floating up like that. So I got that one just like way the hell up there. I gotta make some adjustments. Like, damn, I can't even hit these guys. That's good. That is nuts. Kill the rest of them. Okay, that is nuts. I love it, but it's nuts. I love that, but that was like, yeah, that's kind of demented. That might be a little, just skosh overboard. Just a skosh. Yeah, I think I'll back it down to 10. I'll back it down to 10 each and increase the timer because that was taking too long. Yeah, we'll do 10 and reduce the timer to 15 seconds. So there's 10, 20, 30 of them in 30 seconds. Sound good, man. Sound good, mate. Don't want that. Bloop. Okay. I gotta pull up OBS once in a while, look at my screen to make sure I don't have my notepad sitting on top of everything. And now if you're running around with the machine gun, you'll be fine. If you're running around like with something else, or like if you're playing Knuckles or something like that, you're screwed. Be curious to see how I can fight that with the crossbow. Just all right. Do I need repair kits? Not yet. All right, let's try this again. I didn't adjust the cost. I will next time. Nice, that's 10 of them. Whoa! I got cooked. Got cooked, mate. Got absolutely cooked. That's fine. I thought there was, there should have been more than 10 of them there. There should have been more than 10 of them there, though, but it looked like there was more than 10. Okay, it's still on the old number. I gotta, like, completely reset the game then. Okay. Oh, crap. All right. Okay, there's a problem there. Glad I saw that. I am glad I saw that problem. Okay. So I don't want to do it more than once. Because it glitched out. That's good to know. That's good to know. So we just get rid of the third group of them. So what ended up happening there was that third group spawned out of play. So I gotta. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it this way then. Actually, if you're in a group, I think plus 10 is fine. If you're solo, you can pay the piper. All right. Yeah, still 30 of them. Okay, I'll try that. Yeah, I think I know. I think I know what happened there with the game kind of borking there for a second. So. It's a good thing I don't always look up like this. But yeah, it's gonna be weird getting used to seeing that blue glare on my eyeballs. Did I mention I like being evil? Any of my Twitch friends to be watching, they'd be like, I'm not using that star. I'm not using that ever. You're a mean, evil. You're a mean, evil man. You're a mean, evil man, sir. Okay, something's not right on YouTube here. Give me a sec, guys. I'm sorry. Something is not acting right on YouTube. Okay. Okay, we're better. I think. Sorry. I got a lot of weird stuff going on in the background here. I'm still trying to figure out. So yeah, I know what happened there because I like sometimes when you adjust a mod, like it'll work, and then sometimes you have to actually physically quit out of the game entirely for it to load the new file because that's overwrite the old one that's in memory. That's what happened there. Boom, 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 boom. And I was doing requests for a while too. Like people could ask me to like write modlets for them. But I kind of pulled back on that because I did one for a person, they stopped using it. And I did another one for a person, they told me to basically go punch myself in the face. So I am not going to be doing that anytime soon again. But whoa. Oh, wait a minute. It's adding one for me? That was weird. Got too many bird corpses everywhere. I think I have to like go back and purge everything and reset the file because I think it's like something ain't right. I think I'll take that back out. Something ain't working right. It's okay. There's a couple different ways I can do that. I was hoping that unless I broke something that I didn't realize I broke. Hmm. Let me make this a little bit longer. And that's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Steam real quick. I'm gonna have it do like a integrity check. I think I cooked something in the game files again. So let me let that run. Ah, all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. Wait, Hoffer, what are you playing? No, he's playing Skyrim. That's funny. My friend Flamehopper came back to streaming after like a couple of months hiatus because he kind of like got cooked. So he was playing Deadlock the last couple of days, but I was just like, what does it say? The Elder Scrolls. It's like he's playing Skyrim again. All right. Clear that. All right. Let me go into my strong folder. All right. It could be too that sometimes it acts funny when I've got the file still open up in this too. Um, if I'm gonna make it this crazy, I'm gonna have to make sure either that or I just have to increase the cooldown on it. Like make it so it's only usable like twice a day. Which might be better. I wish my frame rate would keep dropping. I'm losing so many frames today. It sucks. Um, yeah, try. All right. I gotta count and make sure I see 15 of them, so I'm gonna have to go into God mode and go. look at everything real fast. How much time am I into the stream now? Almost 2 hours? Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with freaking YouTube again. There should be no reason why I'm... I'm starting to think I'm not going to be able to use this freaking plugin anymore. I might have to figure out an alternative. There aren't any alternatives, unfortunately. Which is the worst part. But I'm going to have to see if maybe there's another vertical plugin I can use. Like, it shouldn't be giving me this much problem. YouTube in general has been giving me nothing but problems since I started streaming on it. I don't think I've had one stream where I haven't had frame drop issues because of it. Twitch servers have been fine. I do know that YouTube doesn't have a high priority on their live streaming anymore. So it might be why they just kind of like... I have heard other people complaining that YouTube's like live streaming has just been getting increasingly... Oh geez, I'm at 0. Okay, I completely dropped to 0 there. What the flip? Alright. Now let's try this again. Now, by the way I did it, there should be 15 of them if I can count that fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's about right there. I'm gonna run around for a while and just want the I want the other group to spawn in. Yeah, I think maybe I won't do it this way. It seems to be choking on it. Nice idea, but... That is why we test them like this. Have some fun ideas. Unfortunately, my fun idea is not so fun. It's not working. We shall do it a different way. Yeah, the delay thing, like the other stack of birds is not showing up. I seem to be hitting a wall with how many of them will spawn at one time. So I like how that one took out the freaking light pole though. So yeah. I think it's better for me not to use them, not to use the delay thing, even though it's like, I think it's a really cool idea. Either that, I really have to cut the number down and have them come in like smaller waves. So. And I think right now what I'll do is I'll go back to using the game stage trigger because I think that's still, I think that'll be fine. And if I use the game stage trigger, I can still add more without worrying too much, and then I can kind of like control it better. And plus, I think that many of them too is just, yeah. As much as I want to like swarm people, I think that's a little bit too much. Playing it out now. So we'll do something else. Maybe I'll do something else. So we'll remove the delay thing. Entirely. And we'll add in the requirement thing to like change the game stage on it then. We'll go back to doing it the old-fashioned way. At least I know this works. And I'm going to drop the game stage back down. Since it'll be like smaller chunks now. I'm still going to probably keep the cooldown pretty high on it, because that's really a lot. Not quite half an hour. So what I can do then is, I forgot, it has to be like, say it's going to be in the action. It's got to be in the action bubble. Okay. Go like that, right? That's the way it's supposed to work, yeah. And I can change all the phase numbers back. Yeah, we'll just like lower the amount of craziness that's going on there. I'm gonna take out the party thing too, because I can put in a bunch of like game stage triggers to just like add a few more. I'll start out with 4 here, because I'm going to add in a bunch of game stage triggers here, so this ought to make it a little bit more balanced. I can close that. Yeah, I'll add a bunch of game stage triggers into this, so we'll just throw in some more every so often. And then when you're like at a high game stage, it'll be just like a huge cluster. Although I do like the idea of that delay, so I got to figure out a better way to use it. Maybe I can use it for like the really strong ones I have, like my fat chicken and stuff. Like if I want to add in like an extra one that just sort of like shows up just when you think you're done, type of thing. Make it look like you're respawned. Could you imagine that? Like I could set like a long timer on it, so like you could fight like one really big strong thing. It's like there's a timer like 3 minutes on it, and when you get done, then another one just spawns out of nowhere. You're like, wait a minute, where did this come from? That might be a better use for the delay. So that way that I can just like make it look like it keeps respawning. It'd be nice for a demolisher. I might actually do that for a demolisher. I just might make a single demolisher and just have it spawn, and then be like 3 minutes later another one spawns, 3 minutes later another one spawns, and it just kind of keeps going. And you're just like, bro. And my bit rate is absolutely dying here for some reason. I think after I finish this, instead of playing another game, I just might sign off. I hate like doing that, but my bitrate keeps tanking down to like 1,000, and it shouldn't. Like, there should be no reason why I'm dropping down to like 1,000. It's driving me bananas right now. Like my drop frame counter keeps going up, and I'm not doing anything. I swear. Yeah, so what I'll do then is I'll probably just add in a few. I'll add in a few of these. And we'll just keep adding like a couple for every like little bit of game stage. Then when you get up to a high enough game stage, it becomes almost unmanageable. Might be a better use of it. Let's just do that. I'll just do that instead. It's a safer option. It's easier for me to do. I can control it better. I'm just doing the math in my head right now. How I want this to work. Might work a little bit better. This would be funny. Okay. See how this works. I just realized Twitch went into another ad break too, so. My next stream, I'm just going to stream. Well, you know what? There's an idea. I do have an idea about the vertical plugin. I'm going to test the theory actually tonight instead of waiting for next time. There's only one way I can be sure. There's one way I can be sure that it's the vertical plugin and not something else. But in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to like. In order for me to do that, what I'll probably have to do after I do this is I'm gonna have to like kill the YouTube stream on the vertical plugin. Just let my Twitch stream run a little bit, and just see what happens. If my bitrate doesn't stabilize, then I'm gonna have to check in on other stuff. So like I'm not even running at like a high bitrate on my Twitch side either, so When I used to single stream, like I would run it like 7,500 because I could, but I run like well within the tolerance level of the stuff. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm using the dev pistol on purpose, guys. Okay, that was a little bit more manageable. I think that's going to be better to just have a smaller amount like that. That was a game stage 181, so it was only like 13 of them or so. Yeah. I think it's going to be better. Like you said, as much as I'd love to have like a big chunk of just like craziness going on, I think I might have to limit it because I think the game can't handle it. I know my computer can handle it. I just don't think the game engine physically can handle it. So I think Unity's just like freaking out when I do that. Okay, so YouTube. Yeah, the only way I'm going to be able to make sure of this is I'm going to let you guys go a little bit early tonight. I apologize about that, but I got to see if it is the vertical plugin that's causing the problem or not. So I'm going to be running on Twitch for a little while longer just to make sure. But yeah, everybody who came in at the start of my YouTube stream, and thank you everybody for the new subs on YouTube. Picked up a few today, and one or two stream is my only goal really, just to grow a little bit. So I appreciate y'all for doing that. But yeah, Twitch, hang on. So YouTube, I'll see you guys next time. And again, I apologize for cutting you off a little bit early tonight, but like I said, I got to make sure this is not. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But yeah, I'll see you next time, YouTube. Peace. Thank you.